Majab. So you will suffer, by the way.
Playing at home?
Because you had a very easy games. You didn't manage to score or to win that game.
Okay.
Then you are going to play against Spurs, which right now we see they have regained their form that they had last season.
Yeah.
So I think it will be a very tough for you. And in case maybe you lose that game, Ten Hag will be in a very tight position. Welcome back. It's another episode of Triple Cup Show. And having a week of a very entertaining football, starting from the Premier League to Carabao Cup. And now we are ending with the Europa League, manze.
Yeah.
It has been wild, Bana.
Okay.
Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, welcome, man. It's another episode, a new episode, man.
Yeah, man.
A good one also.
I think it's been long before we have this such a week full of games, you know.
Okay. Good games, bad games. What kind of games?
All games, all type of games. I think this week it was full. It was like when you go to movies, you know.
Okay.
Is a action pack.
Okay, you had a variety.
yes.
Okay.
Everything is there. The thrillers, the action, and the entertainment, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
So, man like Josh, what's up?
Fine, manze.
It's been good?
It has been good, man.
How was your week, man? Let's start from there.
I've just been telling you now.
Away from football, how was your week?
Away from football, my week has been challenging.
Okay.
But when I remember there is football evening time, then I'm happy, man.
Okay, man. Man,
Yeah.
I think my week has been nice.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, man, I did not get time to watch the midweek games, man. This week it was a bit up and there for me, but the midweek games, man, this week I never, even the Manchester United game, I never had a chance to watch. I just woke up, so we were one goal. Then at the end of the minute, it was a draw, so I never got to watch the games. But I think it's been nice, man.
It's been okay, and I think it has been entertainment the whole of the week.
Okay.
It's only we are going to rest on Friday, then on Saturday again we start another week of football.
Man, I was like, why should we be having this kind of fixtures from Monday to Monday, man? It's football, man. We need something new, man. This week it's Carabao, next week it's Champions League, next week it's Carabao, also next week there is another Europa League. I mean, it's too much football for the fans. It's too much, man.
Yeah, I think if you're a lover of football, like, you know, like how the ladies do, like they can watch the same episode every day.
Okay.
So for me, I think it's okay. It's fine. I'm enjoying every minute, man.
Okay, enjoying every minute. Let's start with the game week where you guys enjoyed, but the rest of the world, they never enjoyed it, man.
It was a blockbuster.
Man,
And,
okay, let's start. Is it Michael Oliver or was it Arsenal or was it Man City? Where can we start it?
First we started, it was a game that nobody expected. Maybe we can come back from 1-0 down.
Okay.
And we were the favorite team to win that game.
Okay.
Because after we were 1-0 down, then we recovered, we equalized, and we went ahead to be on top.
Okay, talking about you recovered and you equalized. Man, let's start from that goal. Was it? I think was it unfair for Walker while the referee called him? Because the contestant, the most talked part of that game, it was about that call by the referee, because that what changed the game.
I will tell you the truth about it. That's just an excuse.
Okay.
Just go. You can replay that game, and you see when the ball was taken, where was Walker?
If the captain was a goalkeeper, what was the expected position when the referee expected him to blow the whistle before he started the match?
I understand what you're saying.
No, I'm saying if it's a defender, what's the position he should be back? I think
it's very simple. It's very simple.
Okay.
When a outfield player gets an injury,
okay,
he's being sent out and the ball continues without him being there. True or false?
True.
What about goalkeeper? They will not go ahead without goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Is it true or false?
Yeah, true.
So you cannot compare those things.
Okay.
That's one thing. Because another person will be made to go outside and wait until the ball starts, then he will be told to go inside.
Okay.
But for a goalkeeper, the game will stop until he will recover, then he will start the ball.
Okay.
So they cannot argue about that. That's only an excuse. And I'm telling you now, just see, when the free kick was being taken, where was Kyle Walker?
I think it was the same line with
Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah, Gabriel, yeah.
So what is the excuse?
He said he never had time to...
No. He was going back. Instead of him going back to the position that he's supposed to be and settle there, he was talking to other players and tell them, be calm, be calm. Even he said himself that he was talking to the other people.
Yeah.
So his concentration was not.
No, but if why did the referee call him? It was to tell him as a captain, try to manage your guys, try to bring the
Exactly. That is the
I think
point.
That's what he was doing.
So you want a referee to tell, okay, have you finished talking to your guys? No, he was in the same line with Gabriel Martinelli.
Okay.
And first of all, the reason why he's doing like that, I'm telling you, is just an excuse because his concentration was not there.
Okay.
He lose concentration, and even that goal, it did not come from Gabriel Martinelli there.
Okay.
He returned it back.
Okay.
And Carafiori shot it.
Okay.
So you cannot say that was the reason.
Okay, fine, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So the first goal, man, Gabriel. First time he touched Doku, it wasn't a goal. Second time, Walker was the one who said, I'll deal with him.
It's very funny, like maybe Walker talking to Doku and told Doku, listen, bro, let me deal with this guy because I see you don't have speed that is required to this guy and maybe you're not even strong than this guy.
Yeah.
So let me deal and I show you how you can deal with this guy.
Okay, from that point, guys are saying Arsenal, now they're playing, is it a haram game? You know? Because like all the defenders, they do cover up, leave Gabriel open, come here, and then all of you guys, it's like you are being blocked.
Yeah.
And then Gabriel gets a chance and scores. So it's like, guys are saying it's like an haram game from Arsenal. Like you guys are playing, it's like your guys are defending the defender, not to see what is coming from.
That's very true. I will reply with you with a question.
Okay.
What was the job of Walker?
To defend?
How was he defending?
Try to not the ball to reach to Gabriel or
by blocking him. True.
Yeah.
He was blocking him.
Yeah.
And you see what he was doing? Like he was tickling him up.
He was trying to find where he is. Like I think it's tickling, but it was like trying to find where he was. No, so it was only action, man.
We can just see by eyes. There is no need for you to keep on touching somebody,
Okay.
And he's a man. So what I say, football is all about art.
Okay.
And you will have to do anything legal as per the rules of football to make sure that you win a game. So if that is is your tactic, then that's what you will do.
Okay.
And if that is the only thing that you have trained and you make sure this is what will give us a point, then you go for it.
Okay.
So for me, it's art.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, for your art, man. This guy Trossard, was the second yellow card supposed to be a yellow card or no?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a yellow card.
Okay, then why was the noise online that no, the referee was not on our side? He never gave he gave Trossard the card, but he never deserved it.
I can tell you about this Michael Oliver, and the only thing that I knew that we were supposed to do is to make sure that whatever we do, we are in line with the rule of football.
Okay.
Because he will be protected by the rule. He'll say, did you make a mistake or not? Yes, you did.
You did.
Then you're supposed to have a yellow card.
Okay.
So what is the argument about? But that is not the argument about Trossard. Last time when we played against Kovacic, even the PGM Howard Webb, he came out and said Kovacic is supposed to get a red card.
Yeah.
He was not given a red card. Why? Because Michael Oliver saw that giving this guy a red card will just ruin the game.
Okay. Yeah, but after he gave the card there that week, it ruined the game also.
Now, people are asking, that time you say this one, and it was very, for Kovacic, it was massive. It was brutal.
Okay.
But for Trossard, it was just kicking the ball away.
Okay.
And you gave out a second yellow card.
Okay.
So you didn't see that you ruined the game by doing that. That is the consistent people are talking about.
Okay.
People are not talking about of Trossard getting a yellow card. He deserved to get a yellow card. People are also talking about Doku did the same thing on the same very game.
Okay, but
he didn't get even a yellow card. I think Man City are rattled. We have made Man City to be that team that celebrate a draw.
Okay.
Last time Rodri came to the press and say only one team came here to win, and publicly we are the better team and we deserve to win, but one team came to defend.
Okay.
Last time he said like that.
Okay.
Because we celebrated that we drew with them on their own turf, okay?
Okay.
This time they celebrated the same thing. So what does that show? It shows that it's better to draw to get 1 point than to lose. We gave them a go. They did not expect that.
Okay.
Because when they saw they have scored first goal, they see this one will be. But now Rodri, he talked very bad. Somebody like Silva, he talked very bad. Another guy, Haaland, he talks shit hosiery to even Arteta, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, I never had that's the first time I've had Gabriel voice, you know. Gabriel Jesus. That's the first time I've had. Man, this guy he has a light voice, man.
You can do anything to players because they are your same level,
man,
okay?
If it
but
was
when it comes to the manager,
if it was Manchester United, Licha yellow card, red card outside.
It's
like
not good at all, and I cannot. Whatever you say, you know, he took the ball and hit to Gabriel. For me, that's not an issue, you know. And even when Gabriel came to talk, and he said like, that's not a problem. They'll come to our field and
we'll show you.
That's how people do.
Yeah, man. But no, it was Martelli. He told Arteta.
Be humble.
And that was just cool.
He was not talking to him.
Yeah,
you know?
He was cool. When he saw Gabriel, he was like, "Oh, Gabriel, stop it."
Yeah, and you see what Arteta did? He did not argue with him. He just moved out.
Yeah, he was like, okay.
Because now I think Haaland has come to a point whereby, and this is not even Haaland alone. It has happened. Last time it happened with De Bruyne. Even though after the game I saw Arteta and De Bruyne hugging, but this is something that somebody like Pep's supposed to talk about.
The discipline.
You're supposed to show discipline to the other manager.
Yeah, man.
If it comes to the same players as you, that's no problem with that.
You can have the
But
banter.
when it comes to manager,
man.
no, that's a no goes on.
Okay. No, so let's start with the better games, man. Team like Liverpool. Nottingham Forest did them bad. This week they came full gal blazing, man. But I don't know what's happening with Salah, man. He tried like 3 chances and they were never there, man.
It was not his day.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to football, you can just wake up one day and maybe you surprise everyone.
Okay.
But some days maybe you wake up and it's not your day. Whatever you do, it will not happen. You just kick the post. You just miss the balls. You just like football comes like that.
Okay, man. There's this song for this one, Luis Diaz. He's the best which Liverpool need. I think he's what Liverpool needed.
Liverpool, I think right now, I think Diaz is in the form of his lifetime.
Okay.
This is the time that I think he's the best player now in Liverpool as we are speaking.
Okay.
Because he has provided so many chances, he has scored so many goals so far, and we have seen that even though Ancelotti decided to start with him, he's sure, because last time during crop there was high rotation in the team.
Okay.
But right now I think they started with Jota, then the last game they did not put Jota.
Yeah,
they put Nunes.
Yeah, I'm coming to him, man. I'm coming to him, yeah.
So I think Ancelotti really mastered the game and he knows who are the better players that he deserve time.
Okay.
And I think he's doing well.
Okay. Yeah. So do you think after what Nunes did, he got a chance, man? It was a classic shot.
It was
a classic shot. And that's what you have said all along. If Nunes does what he's supposed to do, he's a good player.
He's a good striker, you know.
Yeah, and that's what we saw him doing on the pitch.
The issue is not that he doesn't have chances.
No, he do have.
Yes, but he doesn't score.
Yeah, but
he will only kick the ball, throw the ball outside, all those chances. But if he's supposed to convert all the chances that he gets,
okay,
Nunes can be having same goals with Haaland.
Okay, so after what you saw that game, do you think now the coach will be like, yo, you played that game, you played so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think moving forward, I need you on my team. Or it was just like, okay, this week it was just I give you a chance. You tried, but then you got... Because if you show me, if I bring you on my team and you can score, I think that's a good place for me as a manager to say, okay, I need that one next week. I need the same momentum. So if I'm the manager, I think I'll be, okay, let me try to give you another week and see what you can do.
Yeah, definitely. Nunes is a first team striker. They don't have a striker. They depend on Jota. But when it comes to her aerial advantage, I think Nunes has those aerial advantage more than Jota.
Okay.
So I think in Premier League, because of those Trent Alexander-Arnold set pieces, they will try to focus more on Nunes if he will be converting all the chances that he gets like that.
Okay, so do you think Nunes has confirmed his spot to be a startup?
He has not confirmed.
9?
He has not confirmed because Jota, the first 2-3 games, he has been performing very well.
Okay.
I think only one game he did not score.
Okay.
So what I'm seeing is like they'll be sharing the minutes, and because there is Champions League also, there is Carabao Cup also. So they'll be rotated in all those areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another team, man. I'm going to. Unfortunately, Hanni's not there. Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Wow,
is superb, man.
Man, these guys, I don't know, man. You think this is the guy who will score? He doesn't. You think this is the guy who will not do that thing to that game? He doesn't. Every new week we have every new person
from Chelsea
performing better.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, Cole Palmer is the coldest person in this team." No way, man. Sanchez came in 2 game weeks.
He performed.
Nicholas Jackson last season he was the poorest in a way.
Yeah.
But this season, it's like they started something new with it. And then if you watch yesterday game also on the Carabao, was it on the Carabao? The day Nkunku,
Yeah.
on the EPL, he never performed better. But when he came to this, also he scored a hat trick. So when you watch the Chelsea team in general, in a wild, man, I think it's a big. We were complaining they have big numbers,
squad, yeah.
big numbers. But I think in some point those big numbers do make sense to me.
No,
If you watch
the
them
issue
doing,
is not even big number. Right now they are having 21 players.
Okay.
Or maybe 26 players.
Okay.
That is not the issue. And right now, because even Arsenal have 26 players,
Okay.
the big deal in this team is that big number. Most of them are first 11 players.
Okay.
Most of them are first 11
For me, I
players.
think it's good. Now we have competition. Now everybody. I think that's the better part of this thing. We were saying like you guys have so many people. I don't know how you'll manage it, but after watching them playing like they played two games, it was two different teams.
Yeah.
Two different teams.
Sure.
And you couldn't see a different, or you couldn't see there's a mistake. So I think in some way, I think it's a good thing for them to have those kind of numbers. And those
yes, it's a very good thing.
Because everybody now wants to play in the EPL, or because everybody wants now to play. So everybody will give the 100% to get the number.
It's a good thing, by the way. And Chelsea now, because if you look at their bench, most of the talented players are there.
Yeah, man.
Most of the players in Chelsea are very talented players. But you can see from the bench somebody coming like Joao Felix, Nkunku. Those are people who are coming to a team and immediately they show an impact in the team.
Okay.
So you can try to think otherwise. But I think they have used a lot of money. That's not a doubt. But I think if they will try and win maybe one cup, I think it will be worth everything they have done.
Okay.
Because from there now, then they will start to do what? Build from that
Leave alone
foundation.
about the money. Let's talk about football-wise, man. I think that's the best of Chelsea now we have started to see. After those 2 years, we have said they spent around $1 billion plus.
No.
But
last year before they finished, they were performing very well.
No, but that consistency, wasn't there.
No, last 6 games, they performed very well. They came to our next and even they jumped you.
I'm saying the last bit of but this season they have started from the ground, from the start of the season. And we have seen it's working. So I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing for, I think, for big teams now. I think they should start to worry. Team like Arsenal, team like Man City, team like Liverpool.
Yeah.
When you come to play with a team like Chelsea, because you don't know which squad will start. That's one thing. Mm-hmm. And you don't know who you can, like in your team, I know. If I have Saka and I have someone like a Gabriel, I know you attack. It's a bit cropped.
Yeah, sure.
But when I come to a team like Chelsea, I don't know who I can hold.
Yeah, you don't know. You cannot land them prior.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a scenario where Chelsea, we talked shit about it, the team, but I think this season it's gonna be a season, man.
Yeah, it will give most of the team problem. Especially this middle team table, they will have a problem because I think Chelsea are well managed. Enzo Maresca is doing great things there, and also the striker, I think like Nicholas Jackson. Now this is the second year. I think he has started clicking, and he's on the verge of maybe. Last time he was having those chances, but he was just wasting them.
Okay.
But this time, every chance that he gets, he scores.
Okay, so their game against West Ham where they played, man.
Yeah.
I did not expect West Ham to be beaten 3 goals.
No, West Ham now, they have started performing very bad. Even though Chelsea, we can give them credit. But West Ham, even the other game they played they played very bad. And you don't see that intensity in West Ham players. The way we used to see, if you have the ball, West Ham, they keep on attacking you and pressing you up.
Okay.
Right now, I see Jarrod Bowen. I see even Max Killiman. We used to see him in Wolves.
Okay.
How he attacks you.
What's happening with Kudus again, man?
First of all, I was wondering. First, he take the balls. He ran with the ball. He was having all the good times with the ball. But when he doesn't have the ball, he doesn't follow the ball.
Okay.
That's what I don't want to see in a player.
Okay.
I want those players that if they don't have the ball, they make sure they get the ball. They run for it. But when he just take the ball from him, he just relax. That is not what's supposed to be seen. And by these things happening like this, they will end up sacking the coach.
So he'll go earlier before Moyes. We expect Moyes to do.
I think most of the coaches this time round, this year, they will not reach January.
Ipswich is I said it from before when the season started. I said there's 2 teams which are coming. Southampton, I don't trust them. But it's either Leicester or Ipswich. I think one of them. It's a good. They will give us the Luton thing, kind of a thing. That it was a vibe, man. Because this week I was like, this is the week where Ipswich. Guess what? This is the week where Ipswich will go without having a score goal, but it never happened, man.
They scored
the last minute.
So they have that thing in them, but I don't think they'll still be relegated this season because you have to defend. That's one thing for you to win. I think attack the strikers or the attack can win you games, but for you to sustain in the Premier League, you have to defend. You have to make sure you're not being scored against. You can remember last time Luton Town, they score a lot of games, same amount of goals like Manchester United.
Okay.
But they were relegated because they were conceding a lot of goals also. So for me, what I can say about these guys is, yes, you're scoring goals, but no, you at least just go one game without conceding a goal.
Goals. But I think good thing with them, they're not considering like the kind of
Luton, they conceded a lot of goals.
Yeah. For them,
but
it's like
until
2
now,
goals, 3
they
goals.
have not win anything.
Yeah, man. But I think for them, it's only they've played only 5 game weeks.
5 games.
Yeah, I think it's a stepping stone once in a while at least. By the time they reach game week 10, I think they could have already now captured the intensity of the EPL.
It will be very late, man. It will be very late. Other team will be very far away.
Okay.
These 5 games, they're supposed to put you in a position whereby like, if I just win like 3, 4, 5 games again, at least I'll be safe from relegation,
Okay.
But right now they're just hanging on.
No, but
there.
Chelsea last season they only came on the second part of the season. That's when they started.
It's Chelsea. They have a good squad.
Okay.
That's the difference. For them,
it's the same squad you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice, man. I don't know. Let's talk to man. Today I'm not. I'm using the Cristiano Ronaldo jersey. I'm not putting the Manchester jersey. Man, Manchester United, I think Dean Henderson, he played us.
Why?
We sold him, and the nigga said, you know what? Let me show you what I can do. Let me show you what I can do, man. Because Garnacho, he was just banging, bang after bang after banger.
The reason for you selling Anderson is why? Why did you sell Anderson, first of all?
I think he wanted to play fast. I think he wanted the minutes. But okay, personally, I was like, why did we have to sell him? Why did we?
Yeah, but every player, like a goalkeeper, it's not... a goalkeeper is very different with an outfield player because an outfield player can be put in any position and play.
Yeah.
But a goalkeeper, you have to wait until the goalkeeper either has an injury or another game.
No, but I was like, why could we not use him for the Europa and the Carabao? Why could we not use him?
No. For you can say that because it's your team. But for him, he say he need to be number 1 goalkeeper. He want to see. It's the same thing that happened to Martinez.
Okay.
He was playing all the FA. He won FA with us, true?
Okay.
He played all the FA games. But later he said that he want to go. Why? Because he want to be number 1 goalkeeper.
Okay.
And he decided to go to a team lower than Arsenal. And he say, I'm okay. Until now, and he proved that he's the best goalkeeper right now in the Premier League.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I feel bad, man, because not him alone. Also, I think like two seasons away, we sold another better goalkeeper who was playing before bring Henderson. The one who was playing with De Gea, I forget the name. Man, he was also a good goalkeeper, but we left him because he wanted also the number 1 spot. I don't know what's happening with Manchester United goalkeepers.
No, it's not Manchester United goalkeeper. I think if a goalkeeper knows his space, he will have to go. It's same like Arsenal.
Okay.
Bernard Leno, he saw that he cannot be number 2. He went.
Okay.
Fabianski happened to the same thing. Now we saw
same thing.
Ramsdale happened same thing because we see this is a good goalkeeper and he doesn't deserve to be on the bench each and every time. And the way Arteta told us the first time that I can do a goalkeeper rotation, that's just cap,
Okay.
Nobody will keep on changing goalkeeper each and every game. Apart this one, I only see with Brighton. But other team, they will play like... Do you know the second goalkeeper of Manchester City?
Ortega.
He's very good goalkeeper too.
Yeah.
And do you think next season he'll still be there?
I think no.
He will not be there. If still Anderson will continue next season, Ortega will go.
Okay.
Because Ortega is a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah, he saved them last season also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if Anderson will still be there next season, because they expected Anderson maybe to go this season to Saudi.
But he never went. So what I'm saying, Ortega next season, if he doesn't get the number 1, I think he will have to leave the team. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, Spurs. I said Solanke. He's not doing a thing. Man, I think I'll stop talking about guys who don't do a thing.
No, wait first before Spurs. Manchester United, you drew with Crystal Palace too.
Yep.
Again, you came and drew with FC20.
FC20.
This is Europa League.
The band outside is 10 Hag. 10 was beaten by 20.
Even he himself, he said that, like, I would have wished to play with another team, but because he used to play in that FC20, true.
Yeah.
And if you see what Ten Hag says, I think Ten Hag is a lost cause. You know.
Go, guys. I told you. I'm giving Ten Hag until November, man.
If he continue playing like this, but we can say that we can say so many things about Ten Hag. But for sometimes I see maybe we are too harsh on Ten Hag. You know.
No, man. The way you talk, you should talk less and let your actions speak more. But for him, he speaks more than his actions. You know.
He does everything better, but this game I don't know why he see Garnacho and Ahmad, they are playing very well. Why not start these boys? What is the problem of you starting Rashford each and every game? If when he perform one game, then you think he will be performing every day. We have seen those purple patches for Rashford for so long now. So I can say these boys, they have shown you they are ready to play. Start Garnacho, because what I saw, he started Garnacho, then exchanged Garnacho to Ahmad, and the Rashford remained there in the team.
Okay.
But you can use these two boys, one the other side, one in the other left side, and the other in the right side. And you can bring maybe Rashford to play as a false number 9, maybe when you're substituting with Zakizi, or to come as a number 10 for somebody like for number 8 position.
Okay.
Then they can play together with somebody like
Man,
Bruno.
I don't know what deal I don't know which deal that did Rashford sign with Manchester United. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, but let's give him hope, because we see he's performing one game like Manchester United as a whole. Last time they beat Barnsley 7, and they say we are back, and we told them that's just Barnsley. I think maybe you score your whole week goals
for the like 3 guys. You guys are cold.
It's true.
You guys said you have scored for the next 3 game weeks.
You have used, and it's happening.
We have used our goals for the next 3 game weeks. So you don't expect us to score anything.
We are not expecting you to score
anything. You guys are cold, man.
But FC20, that's a team that we are not saying is a small team, but the caliber of Manchester United, that's why it makes us very easy to banter them, because it's supposed to be a pinnacle of football in England, you know.
Okay.
And when they are being maybe antagonized like that with a small team like 20, we see for 20 is like a win for them, you know. Yeah. And the consistency of Manchester United, they are number 11 on the league and number 11 in the Europa League. I think for consistency, I give Ten Hag a tick. Okay. He has done very well.
Nice, man. While they're still in Manchester United, man like Varane, retired from football, man.
31, very young.
For a defender, it's okay.
It's not okay. That one is very young.
No, because he got an injured, and it was like nobody wants. Okay, which team will want Varane now which team now?
He was called in Saudi before.
No, I'm saying on the Europa kind of a thing. On the Europe.
Yeah.
Europe. Which team now will, if you watch what the defenders are there in the EPL, come to the Bundesliga, come to the Serie A, which team will now, who will Varane put on the bench to? Because if you check most of the teams are the youth. And he's like 30, man. Most of them, it's youngster, man. So I'm like, But
Manchester United, they have Johnny Evans.
Does he play? Not the 90 minutes once in a while.
Yeah, so he can be a squad player.
No, but for him, I think he was like, I've achieved what I wanted, man.
Yeah, he has won like everything, you know.
Like, it's good for me to retire, man.
He can. Yeah, it's possible. Possibly he has played in 2 of the biggest team in the world.
And he got for the both team, he got the cups and the silverwares.
Sure.
So man, I think it's a good thing for him to retire. It's fine. It's nice.
We wish him all the best.
Yeah, it's nice, man. But it's bad to leave him so early, man. I think retire in 35 it's better. But 30,
no, if football has refused. You see what he was saying. He was doing in Manchester United, because the Varane that we saw in Real Madrid was not the Varane that was in Manchester United.
Something with Casemiro.
It's same thing with Casemiro. Casemiro in his Real Madrid, he was a beast. But when he's coming there, Mino is benching Casemiro. Eriksen is benching Casemiro.
No, but I think it's a good move. Because guys, you know, sometimes if a team sees you are the weak link of the team, they'll try to do that. They'll try to outshine you.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So I think Eriksen took that number and he's performing very well. He has been scoring. He's the one who scored even yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think he's doing very well.
But I was asking myself, why don't they start Eriksen and Mino on?
Before that they start Eriksen. I think he was little bit slow, then they decided to start somebody like Casemiro, because first they was playing Casemiro with Eriksen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they thought maybe the problem is Eriksen. Then they decided to bring Mino in the team.
Yeah.
So Mino benched
Eriksen.
So Mino bench Eriksen, and now they decided to play Casemiro with Maino.
And it's man, that midfield is with those both team in that game and in that defense defensive line. I think they're good, progressive wise and defensive wise. Both
Eriksen
of them are
now.
good. Yeah, Eriksen now.
Yeah.
They're so good. Him and Maino, they're clicking.
They're doing very well.
They're clicking. Yeah, man. So it's nice, man. So I was where were Spurs? I was like, when I talk bad about a player, that's when he performs.
Which player did you talk bad about?
I was
last
like,
time?
don't have Solanke.
And we discussed a lot about Solanke last time.
No, I was like, if Spurs play with a striker, that's when they don't score. This time striker was there, man, and they were boom.
They brushed this time off because what I know about Solanke is a baller. He scores a lot of goals because he was a lesser team than Tottenham, and he was in Bournemouth that time, and he was having like, I think in Premier League 17 goals or 18 goals.
Yeah.
So it means that when he gets the chances and when maybe he bring back his mojo, he will start scoring goals like nobody's business because he's in a team which attacks a lot.
Okay.
Because Tottenham are very good in attacking.
Yeah, man.
Though in defensive wise, I think they are not okay, but attacking wise, they are very good. And I see, because last time we see when they were playing with Richarlison, they were having that thing. They decided maybe to put Richarlison back in number 10 and Son in number 9.
Number 9
and they were scoring a lot of goals, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't think Solanke is a bad striker, but I think the problem comes with the Tottenham fan because they say they use a lot of money to buy somebody like Solanke, who they are not seeing what he's doing. But I can say they are judging him very early.
No, that's why. No, if you come to a team, you need time, man. Definitely,
Yes.
you need a time.
You know, they assume that because this guy, he was just playing in Premier League. But what they don't know, he was not playing with the same people he was playing in the Bournemouth.
Different team, man.
So he's a different people and he has to take time before he adapts. Some people it happens very fast. Some people it has to take time.
No, but this game, do you think it's because we know Brentford, the Wissam Buemo was the cooking thing on that game. But now one of that crucial part of that team, it's out. He's out, man, for like a while, for like 2 months and above. Yeah. So if that, I think, are Brentford suffering because of that effect?
I don't know.
Because according to me, I can't judge them, man. Because it's like, if I remove a crucial player in your team, we should see an impact.
The impact should be there.
Yeah. So,
but this guy was just an attacking player. So because I see when they played against Man City,
yeah,
Wissa was not there.
But the first part of they hold it
and they scored it for the first. They scored the first minute.
Okay.
So what I can say is like in Man City game they played really well and it ended 2-1. What happened to Tottenham game?
It's like they were locked. They couldn't score, man.
Yeah, I think the attack will go down, even though we know Mbeumo is very good.
He's slid out, but
yeah,
that's not his position. That's the problem.
Yeah, because they introduced the other guy called Shad.
Yeah, Shad.
Yes, and I think also he did not play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think if they introduce this guy and maybe he link up that number properly, if they will be changing, because he's a midfielder, if they will be changing with the Mbeumo, sometimes Mbeumo to come as a number 9 or Shad to come as a number 9 and Mbeumo to come back as a midfielder, I think they will do the same thing they were doing with Wissa. The difference with Wissa and Shad, Wissa is very fast compared to Shad. And their link up was very good and they had like a telepathy. When this guy is behind, the other guy is forward and he knows this guy is forward.
Because one time Mbeumo was asking and he said, if I see Wissa with the ball, I know where he will place it.
Exactly.
And Mbeumo said the same thing. If I know Wissa has the ball, I know he will see me. So I don't need to wait. I'll just run.
You just run.
And the ball will catch him.
Sure, definitely. Because they have trained this one. They know exactly how they are playing. They are fast. Both of them are fast. So it's very easy to know this guy is fast and I have to kick this ball with this magnitude of speed and something like that. So, but for Shad, I think it will take time. But they have to control their way they are conceding goals. Because that is the only thing that messed them up against Tottenham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Wending off, man, for the game of the weekend, man. I think Nottingham Forest, Brighton, it was a good game.
Those team, and we can say Nottingham Forest right now is a team that we have to watch, and I'm begging for them to be in the Champions European tournament next season.
Okay.
Yeah,
man. So to fantasy, man. Another red arrow for me.
Bro, I told you. You thought maybe Haaland was the issue. Now you see. You have Haaland, but what is happening, man?
Yo. Okay. Everybody I'm having a chat with, they're like, yo, you need a wild card. You need a wild card.
What is the problem with the team? Like, do you see your team? Your selection is bad, or what is the?
My team is good, but how I does it is the worst, man. How do I have 22 points at the bench?
That's so bad. Like 20, even 10 points lied on the bench, you feel pain.
22 points in the bench.
Last season, why was I losing a lot of points?
Your captaincy and your bench.
Exactly. Why? Because I was having two players that I can play. This time I decided, like, yes, I know this player. I'm just buying him purposely for the bench. I'll buy the players who maybe can perform and put them on the bench when I want to play a bench boost. But in case I'm not playing a bench boost and somebody doesn't have an injury, I just buy players that I want to play them in the game. You remember when we were talking about Morgan Rogers?
Okay.
And he disappointed us a lot because we see that this guy deserved to get a assist or a goal, but they're not coming. But it was long time coming. He gave 2 assists. And it was a 10-pointer. We are that time when people have already sold Morgan Rogers. Most of the people sold Rogers because he's having those 90 minutes, and that is what was attracting me a lot. He's having 90 minutes, but he's not getting any assists. He's not getting any goals. But you see, they're just missing by any chance.
Okay, talking about Morgan Rogers, he's come from Aston Villa. Aston Villa as a whole, man like Duran, I think this guy he's
very lucky, first of all.
He has gone haywire, man. He has gone way.
And this is an old school striker that we want, that every team wants to have. Not those strikers who are running with the ball and those are strikers who, when they get the ball, they just shoot.
Every game he has come,
he has scored.
And he's coming from 6.1 now. I think his price rest maybe 6.2. Because now I think many guys, even though many guys don't want him on the team, I think he'll be he does not fit to be on the bench. Yeah. But he fits to be he does not play, but he fits to be in every person team.
Sure.
Yeah, man, because for 6.1, and you're getting your 6 points every week, even though he doesn't play 90 minutes.
90 minutes, yeah.
Man, I think is a good way to go.
Yeah, the only thing that scares away is the minutes that he's getting. When he started getting maybe the full, maybe 90 minutes or maybe 60 minutes at least, that time we know maybe he will be having maybe 2 goals, or we are guaranteed that he will score.
Okay.
You playing 20 minutes, sometimes, yes, you having that run. Sometimes, but if you play every night, most of the people still have somebody like Watkins, even though he's not performing, or somebody like Isaac, even though they are not performing, because they know they are minute proven.
Okay.
So if he started getting those minutes, and it's very hard because they have Watkins. So it will be very difficult for me to buy somebody like Duran and put him on my bench.
No, but if you know what you cannot achieve to go to Watkins, man, I think Aston Villa as a team, how they play, definitely, man. I think Duran deserves to be in someone's team.
If I cannot go to Watkins, I cannot buy Duran.
Okay.
Because I cannot buy somebody that I know maybe he'll play 20 minutes, even though he got those goals.
Man, because if you ask me on the Manchester United thing, Ahmad is a confirmed player until now.
Yes.
But still, I did not have a chance to have him on my team. Because I know Garnacho, we said this before.
Yeah.
Him, Trossard, Duran, except Duran has stayed. All
but
of them.
Garnacho, sometimes he starts.
Yeah. No, but mostly it's like most of them, if they come from the bench, is what they does, and that's what Duran does. So there's some guys who maybe my money that is not yet enough, but I know Aston Villa as a team, there's a way if they get the minutes they're gonna score, and I think that's a good way to watch. On the side,
and
if you want a player.
Right now, when they're having a lot of games, like they have maybe Carabao, they have a Champions League, I think maybe they reduce the minutes of Watkins.
Yeah, because Duran was the one who started this game on the midweek.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's a good option because I know on the weekend now Watkins will play and then Duran he will not play the 90. Yeah. Duran will come in definitely, and that's a good place.
That is the fear that I'm having to play him
on your team.
Yeah, because I can just decide to play somebody like Woods rather than having like Duran.
Okay. When it comes to Woods, it's a team that Nottingham Forest, man. I've said Aina, he's a person you should have.
Until now?
Still, I'm with him.
Okay.
I'm not dropping him, man. If they find a hard team, that's when they concede goals. But if they find not that little team, which has full force, full speed.
No, they play within the Liverpool. They did not concede any goal.
No, I think Liverpool that day it was not their day. It was not their day.
No, it was their day. It's only that Nottingham Forest they played really well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends, but mostly I've seen Nottingham Forest. It's a team that we don't expect them to concede much goals. That's definitely because the speed they have, the midfield they have, they control the ball well.
So the absence of Gibbs White, do you think it will affect?
I don't see it affecting the team in any way.
But Gibbs White is the one who protect the team.
Same thing with some teams. There's some guys on the bench who wants just that minute so that they can prove themselves. So I think this that's what I was telling you. Someone like Hudson Odoi,
I think they'll start
or Elenga. I think those are the guys now. They'll try to be up and try to push it the excess, to push it.
So Odoi will come and play Gibbs White number, or maybe Elenga.
I think Odoi. I think Odoi will be better on that number.
Yeah, I think
because Elenga plays well at the wings. If you
Yeah.
bring him in the mid on the central kind of a thing, he's not that leader.
he will still push himself to that.
Yeah.
That side.
So I think Udo will be play. I think Udo, and we have seen Udo also is doing the best.
He's doing,
every time
they have speed, and when you have speed, I think it accumulates for most of the faults that you get.
Yeah.
Because when you are very fast, it's easy, because if the other side, maybe somebody like Elenga is there, it will be easy for you to give that assist.
Yeah.
To kick that ball, and somebody reach. If Elenga is with the ball, or if the ball is at the center, they know if we kick the ball forward, there is somebody who can run and reach to the ball.
Okay.
I think it's very essential to have those runners in your team, especially on your wide.
Okay. Why are we not having Wood on our teams? Why?
I don't know. For me, I can say right now I can buy him because Joao Pedro has injury.
Okay.
And it's very, very cheap. I think if I have Wood on my team,
6.0.
Yeah,
The last time I checked.
it will make me. I will be able to afford somebody to sell somebody like also Isaac, and afford somebody like Watkins on my team. Or maybe I move from Joao Pedro to Welbeck, because Welbeck I think is cheaper than Wood.
Yeah, 5.8 for
Yes,
Welbeck. 5.5 for Welbeck.
So I can maybe have Welbeck, Woods, and Haaland on my team.
I think that's a good. That's
and
a good
then
strike.
that money I reinvest in other midfield position.
Okay, talking about midfield, man. What's happening with Kolapama, even though he's gone the weekend? Last season, we knew every week he will bang us points. What's happening with him this
And he
season?
was a 10-pointer guy.
Yeah.
And having maybe giving you 10 points every game, I think that is the reason why the price shoot very fast to reach to 10.6. So far, I told you from the word go, I will not be going with Cole Palmer, because, yes, last season he scored a lot of penalties. And that one, if you score a penalty, then you give an assist, definitely you have
more points. That's
more
10.
points,
That's
okay?
10, yeah.
So this time round, you see those chances of getting penalties. It's like every game they were getting a penalty.
Yeah, most games,
of the
man.
games they were
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
a penalty. So if those chances are minimal, so we are expecting Kolopama just to score normally.
Okay.
Whereby now they have those scorers who are running with the balls on the wing.
Man,
so
I
the position that he's playing, necessarily he will have to pass the balls to these strikers or to the wingers.
No, if you ask me now, I think having Kunku is a worst idea.
Yeah, definitely. He's not minute proven.
Okay, having Sancho, it's a good option, but it's not yet good till we can have him on the team.
Because also we are not sure if he'll be starting.
Yeah. So the best option which you are left with a team like Chelsea, I think the goalkeeper Sanchez is a good option if you want to go to Chelsea.
Madueke?
No, I'm saying defensive wise, because their defenders are a bit high. I think you're going for the defensive option of Sanchez for 4.6, 4.4, 4.5. It's a good option than going to any defender on their team. Because also in their defender, we are not going to guarantee who's going, except Cucurella. I don't. Disasi plays, he never. And then the other guy, Tosin, sometimes plays not. Yeah, they're cheaper, but the problem is we are not sure who will start.
Even the reason why I bought Cucurella from Chelsea, it was not because of his defensive prowess.
Okay.
It was because he was inverting as a defender as a midfielder. And I thought maybe I will get those assists.
Plus the attacking threats.
Yes. So right now, because I don't see any other good player that I can replace him with Cucurella, because he's not performing the way I wanted him to perform to give me the points, though he has been given maybe 5 points twice.
Okay.
And he's getting a yellow. That's what pisses me off.
Okay.
Because I want those defender that they are very hard to get yellows, even though they are maybe controlling the ball, keeping clean sheet, and giving those returns. But when you start getting yellows in each and every game,
it's not good.
It means that if you don't keep a clean sheet and you get a yellow, I'll have only 1 point from you.
Yeah.
That's what scares me from having Cucurella and most of other defenders.
Okay.
Yes.
So we live alone. So I think the best option if you want to go for the Chelsea defensive side, I think Sanchez for the goalkeeper option, I think is the best. Yeah. For the 4.5 goal.
Sanchez and Cucurella, if you can afford Cucurella, I think is okay because for me he has been giving me points. My fear is in case they don't keep a clean sheet is a problem.
Yeah, it's an issue. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you go to the midfield, man, we have said it's. I was the only guy who was like, you know what? I don't care even if he's 5.5 or if he'll go until 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having Palmer. But after this game week, because I said my week after the game, my Arsenal against City, I was like, you know what? I'm doing the wild card. And I did it. Well, the game was on. I just did my wild card. And I was like, if I check this team, Palmer was good, but now he's only getting the assist, which for 10.6, man, I can get a good player who will give me the same points.
How much is Diaz? Around 7.
7 point something.
And is giving you a 15 points.
Weekly, mostly.
Yes. So why should I have somebody like Palmer and I can afford Diaz? In case maybe I don't want to have that person, maybe I can go for Saka.
I don't see, because Palmer was the best option on the midfield.
Yeah.
And that if I'm not having Palmer, I don't know why. Man like Mike, he has moved on with Caicedo week winning. I don't know, man. I'm waiting for him to remove him, man.
First of all, I was discussing with one Chelsea fan about Caicedo.
Yeah.
And I ask this guy, what is this thing that Wafula see in Caicedo that he just want to have that money to buy Caicedo?
Yeah.
He did also a free hit. Doing a free hit and still you leave Caicedo inside.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. There's something which still I think we'll have to call him on.
So later he decided to put Caicedo on the bench and he assisted. That's painful.
Man.
But Caicedo goes yellow card each and every time.
That's my problem with him. So that's what I'm saying.
And he doesn't give assists.
Enzo also is nice, but his price, I think I can get a better option than Enzo. Yeah. So after that, man, I think when it comes to the striking option, I think Jackson, if you do have the money, go for him.
Jackson, you have seen that. And I think maybe Chelsea will rely on Jackson a lot. They will give him time because I don't see any person who is going to remove him in that number right now.
Man, Madueke, man, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He's so jealous with the ball. Selfish
He's
with the ball.
He's so selfish. That time I decided to buy Madueke because I know he will perform very well. It's the time he don't even get an assist,
Because there's some... I was watching the game. There was some open clean that he just needed to give a pass. Don't force the ball.
You see...
Let the ball come to you. Don't force it.
That's what I was telling you. A team which has not matured well. And there is that competition that you want to impress the manager. You can impress the manager in the way you are playing the ball, the way you are passing the ball, the way you are creating those chances.
It's not a must you score.
Not necessarily you score.
Yeah, man.
The point here is to help the team to win the game. And you will have to do each and everything. You sacrifice yourself to get that goal because you see another person is in a better position to score than you.
Give the ball.
Give that ball. Give that assist. That's what has been eating Manchester United for a very long time.
Yeah.
And if it's repeating in Chelsea, now this guy will see this guy is not giving me those game. I will not even give him the balls.
Yeah.
And we try to avoid this. I want it to be a teamwork. And when he's deciding to give a ball is when we want him to shoot.
I don't know, man. So for Chelsea, man, for me, if I have the money, I could have gone to Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson, still, I think is a good pick.
I tried to fix my team, but I still on my wildcard. I haven't figured a way to bring him in yet. But because the week has not yet ended, I'll still wait and see what will happen. But I think Jackson, man, if you have the money, go for him.
Yeah, Jackson, I think is a very good pick, and I'm even considering that. Still, I have not activated my wildcard yet because I see my team is so good, and but I wanted. The reason why I wanted to activate my wildcard because I wanted to bring somebody like Raya on my team.
Okay.
But right now there is a doubt of him facing Leicester, so that gives me worry because I wanted to start with Arsenal defender from this game week 6.
Yeah.
You remember I told you from game week 6?
Yeah, game week 6.
Yes.
No, also for me, because you asked with Raya, I said after your game against Man City, that's when I'll go for the Arsenal assets. So, and as we speak now, I do have Gabriel and Saka.
So this is a good pick to have, but that gives me a worry because when they say he's in doubt to play, yes, I seen maybe they will bring Neto and I don't want to do a wildcard now.
Okay.
Then maybe he doesn't play that one game. Then I will have to do a goalkeeper transfer next.
Okay.
That I don't want to do that.
Okay.
When I want to introduce my keeper is when I want to do a wildcard. I don't want to do a wildcard and I don't introduce a keeper because when I do a goalkeeper transfer, I see like I'm wasting a transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. For the first week I did it, man, but it never paid off.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, so I said I'm not gonna do 1 week. It's not happening on my team.
Like last season, you remember this season I am having two Crystal Palace keeper.
Okay.
So I know even this keeper will not play, this guy will play. So my all keeper are safe. My point is I have one keeper who is not playing at all.
Okay.
Okay. Because in Crystal Palace, I don't need to have 3 players from Crystal Palace. So
What?
I can have 2 keepers. One is not playing and one is in the field.
Okay.
Because last season, what messes me up, I was having, I think, Areola and Pickford. When I put Areola, Pickford is giving me 20 points. When I put Pickford, Areola is giving me the other point. So it was messing my mind up.
Okay.
And I decided, let me put Pickford. Yes, he gave me times, but I saw maybe I have lost maybe a lot of points by doing that.
Okay.
So those are points which could have given me some niche
Boost
to
on your
be.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bench thing, I think it really need us to be very careful with it.
Okay.
Not to have all the players. Just choose the players that you think they can.
They
and
can
you
deliver.
and you stick with those players. Watch those games. Because most of us, we do a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
When a player scores and win the game, you say, I'm going for that player. You don't know how he scored. Maybe it was just by chance, you know.
Okay. Sometimes people are lucky also, in a way. Yeah.
It was just by chance that he scored and you're going for that player. Then he blanks maybe after 3 game weeks.
Okay, so when you talk to team like Arsenal, man, you have said you want Raya on your team.
Yeah.
Gabriel, I know, man, his price was already short. Because
Yes.
everybody after that game, everybody wants him.
Went for Gabriel, yeah.
Yeah. So one of them. But on your defensive side, man, I don't. If you don't go for Gabriel, all of them, man, they're so expensive. But who can guarantee you saves more points? It's the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Or I think only Gabriel. Because Gabriel, we have seen his aerial attacks when you have
They're
the
very
free
good.
kicks and whatever. Perfect. Raya, we know saves, definitely you get some extra points from them. So if you want to go, because I was wondering, why should somebody does a wildcard and he goes for somebody like Caliafori and Saliba?
You can go for Saliba because of the clean sheet prowess. They are keeping a lot of clean sheets, you can see. But for Caliafori is risky because you don't know if he will play or not.
Because their price is not. I think for their price, I think Gabriel is the only one who says, "I'm this money, I'm worth it." But for Saliba to be pricely also, and you'll get also a clean sheet when if you had a little bit of money, you can go for Gabriel.
Yeah.
And it's a wildcard. It's not making sense for me.
Gabriel and Saliba, they are same thing. Even last season, Saliba was scoring headers.
Yeah.
That's why their prices are a little bit like same. But for Caliafori, I can say he's just introducing the team. You know? So for you going for Caliafori and you are not very sure that he will be playing each and every game because you saw him scoring 1 goal and you think you will go for that. I don't think. But the reason why FPL they have put so much money for
Gabriel Saliba
for the defensive of Arsenal is because they are prowess. They can keep those clean sheet more. So far, I think they have performed really well.
Okay.
And it's the same thing that is happening to Trent and Robertson.
Yeah.
And Van Dijk. Also, Van Dijk is expensive.
Yeah, man.
But he doesn't score goals most of the time.
But he's still.
Yes. But the clean sheet, that is the reason why.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nice. If you don't have Saka, man, I don't think that midfield. Who else we gonna keep?
I don't have Saka, by the way.
Martinelli, man, I don't know how.
From Arsenal.
Yeah, because the whole of this season he hasn't scored yet.
17 games.
He hasn't scored yet. Man,
He have not scored. He has not assisted.
for that price and what? Because man, he plays nice, man.
Yeah.
As a player, he plays nice, but FPL wise, he's not giving us.
He's
the
not.
chance.
Even last season, I've never selected Gabriel Martinelli.
No,
on
for
my
the first
team, by
part of
way.
the season, he was on my team, but after he started blanking, I left him on the team because we know when he starts to score, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player, but his form is not yet there.
I think his sharpness is not there because even when we played against Man City, Walker was just taking the ball easily from him, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that in a players that we expect him to be the bold, you know. Fantasy-wise, I don't think I can go for Gabriel Martinelli.
Okay.
I think I can go for Trossard rather than Martinelli, but the reason why I'll not go for Trossard is the position that he's going to play right now. Because he will be he will
He's
play as
playing the
number
Odegaard-
10.
the Odegaard role.
The Odegaard role. And we can decide to go for Kai Havertz, but now we have that fear maybe Kai Havertz doesn't score because Odegaard is not there. But we saw, if you see that yesterday game, still Kai Havertz is Kai Havertz. He just came, after 1 minute he scored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, but I haven't got, even though him and Saka, they had a thing,
Yeah.
but I've still not yet have that trust on.
Because we
on
have
Havertz.
so many strikers.
Yeah, I don't have, I still not yet have that thing with him, man.
And that is what was killing us last season.
Okay.
We don't have trust on Kai Havertz, but every week he's giving
He was-
20 points, 18 points. But sometimes you just fear.
Yeah.
And maybe this time is the time I will buy him and he doesn't score.
Okay, well, the last person I think we should talk about, because if I check the indexing, Maddison, he's the second highest expected goal production, assist production after Haaland. It's Maddison. And last week he scored. And we know if Maddison is his fit, last season we knew every weekend if he doesn't last season, if he never scored, he assisted. If he never scored, he assisted. That's a guaranteed thing we know with Maddison. But for the price of 8 point something, for him, do you think we have a choice where we know maybe even though let me add two M more and go for somebody like a Son. But his threat, indexing wise, Maddison has proven to be the better as compared to the Son. But even though Son gives points, 10 points if he plays better, we know Son is a guarantee to go on. And the other thing I'll throw it also. Johnson. I said it also last season, but we know if he get the chances, he'll score or he'll assist. So I have Spurs, I have 3 players all in the midfield, but I don't know who to go to. But I want one of them to be my team. Who will be the best?
Son.
Who will you? What if I don't have the money to go to Son? That's the problem. I don't have the money to reach for 10.
If you don't have money to go to Son, don't go to any Tottenham player.
Okay, why not? If you check the stats,
unless you go for Solanke.
They're saying Maddison has a chance too.
The expected goals are there, but they are not being converted. That's one thing.
But if Solanke is sharp, he will convert them, and that will be the goals.
And for Solanke, the assist can come from anywhere.
Okay.
It can come from Kulusevski, it can come from Son, Johnson, anybody. But for Maddison, you're just expecting either to assist or to score.
Okay.
Not to get from anybody because he's not in that position.
Yeah.
And we have seen this thing in Maddison. Yes, he can be having those chances a lot. But in fantasy-wise, he is not giving. Even right now, you can check. How many points does he have right now?
Not that much.
Not that much. So I think he's so much expensive, and we have so very cheap players that you can go for and give you the same returns that Maddison is giving.
Okay.
So I don't think it's wise to go for Maddison right now.
Okay.
Because you have seen he's a person who maybe he scored 2-3 games, then he drank 20 games.
Okay.
So I cannot go for Maddison at all.
What's happening
even Johnson, I cannot go for Johnson.
Okay, what's happened with their defense? Because most guys had the Pedro, Porro, and the rest, but it's not clicking still with them. Romero.
The reason why most of the guys went for Porro, especially Porro, he is very highly owned,
Okay.
Even now he's still highly owned, is because most of the people are expecting for those attacking threat of Porro. But yes, that's one thing. But we have seen, if not necessarily he's attacking, but he doesn't got those attacking chances right now. There is those threats, but he doesn't get. But they're conceding goals. And it's so much expensive. It's better I go for somebody like Aina to put on my team,
Okay.
Or maybe another player that I know at least I will be guaranteed a clean sheet even if it's not a attacking threat.
Last season we had the doubts still with their team. Do you think that's the same doubt we still have as a manager still now?
I think the guy will, Ange Postecoglou, I think he will try to learn what they did last season, because I think the problem was their defense was not consistent enough. Somebody was getting an injury, somebody was getting a red card. There was not that consistency of them playing together. So that one is what cost them a lot, because Romero got red card twice.
Okay.
Van der Ven got injury twice and he's missing maybe 4 to 5 games. Somebody like Porro getting 5 yellow cards. So that is the thing, that Udogi also getting injury and 5 yellow cards. So that thing, they did not have a consistent backline.
Okay.
So it was dynamic. They keep on changing each and every time. And
so you think if he has his defense clicked on, he's a good way to go. Their defense is still a good place to go.
It's a good place to go in attacking wise.
Okay.
But defensive wise, because they still playing high line.
Okay. So I don't. Then I'm not. Why should I bring them on my team if they'll still play the same mistake with they did?
Because we've seen Van der Ven is very good when they're playing high line. Van der Ven has those attacking threats.
Okay.
And I know they are very good when they play maybe with the lesser teams. We don't even care about their clean sheet. Mostly we care if they give that attacking threat. But the problem here now, they are becoming so much expensive and they are highly owned.
Okay.
So if they are highly owned, you don't get even that differential aspect of
Having them in your team.
having them on your team.
Okay.
So you can go for those players who are very lowly owned, and they will give those differential points that you need. You don't have to struggle with the budget.
Okay, lastly, when you come to the striker, Haaland is a must. Everybody most of the guys have him on the team. But you three are thinking on your side. Is it the right option now to sell Haaland? Or, okay, what made you think something like that? If you want to have Haaland on the team, is it the right time?
When you started fantasy this season, did you start with Haaland?
No.
Why?
I expected most defenders will have learned what he did last season, and they will try to block him as much as possible.
The reason why I didn't go with Haaland is because I went with Haaland. But the reason why I know most of the people didn't go with Haaland is because there was Watkins, there was Isaac,
Okay.
and there was players like Joao Pedro, there was Kai Havertz. They expected those players, they will
Yeah, for
be
me,
able.
for me, I was like, if I have Watkins and Isak, those two will give me the same points, which Haaland, with how I expect the defenders now, most managers now know what Haaland does.
Yes.
He will not give me that much points, where these two people, can do more than that.
And that is the same reason, because people they saw this guy is expensive. His money will enable a player, maybe a manager, to buy two players with that money.
Yeah.
So why should I go for him? And maybe I can have Isaac and Watkins, and they can give me triple of the points that Haaland will give me.
No, that was my mentality. But for the first 3 game weeks, it never happened.
The point, the issue here, that time strikers were not giving.
Okay.
Watkins was not scoring.
Yeah.
He took maybe 3 games before or 4 games before he started to score. Isaac, until now, I think he just scored 1 goal.
Yeah.
Joao Pedro was kept behind Welbeck. He was just assisting. Colo Palmer, the one people thought that he will give you every returns, he didn't give. So many forwards, so many strikers, they were not giving those returns.
Okay.
That's why people inverted back to what?
Haaland.
To Haaland. But you can see the latest game week 6, like every striker scored.
Solanke gave us points. Welbeck gave us point.
Yes.
Most of
Chris Wood gave us point. Like most of the striker give us. So that's why I'm coming to that point now. Like if these players, if these strikers, they will be giving me points after every points. Okay, I have Chris Wood on my maybe on my team. I have Isaac and Watkins. Maybe Watkins give me the point that he was giving before, like 13 points. 10 points, and Isaac same like that. Why should I have Haaland on my team?
Okay, it's a nice idea, but
because
still,
that money I can still invest on other players. Because now if you are having Haaland, still you have another premium striker like maybe Watkins or Isaac, true?
Yeah.
Then another one, a cheaper striker. Then when you come to your
defense,
midfield, you will have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because now you will not have Saka, you will not have Salah, and you will not have Cole Palmer on your team.
Yeah.
So if this premium striker, they will start returning the way they used to return last season, then I think I can safely go back to these players and leave Haaland alone.
Okay, what if Haaland start going on with what he has been doing? 4 points, 2 goals, 3 goals, man. Hat-trick and whatever.
Yeah, that is not the issue.
Okay.
That is not the issue.
So you don't have that fear if...
We don't have the fear that as long as these strikers, they are providing the same returns.
No, what if they fail? That's the issue. What if they fail?
That thing always is there. Even Haaland, we say, what if he fails, okay? It's always there.
Okay.
That aspect, because it's not a guarantee that he will be scoring each and every game.
Okay, man.
So far, we have seen him scoring each and every game.
Yep.
Okay? But it's not it will reach a point whereby it will lower down.
Okay.
And other striker will come. Now, we have forgot about Solanke. Last season, everybody had Solanke on the team.
Fine.
He was very cheap and he was scoring goals each and every game. Now people are talking about Semenyo. People are talking about Saka. Saka has been assisting each and every game that he has played. I think he has been very consistent. Salah, the same thing. Salah and Haaland, their points were tallying. But now because he didn't score last game, and I was very stressed because Haaland was given 3 bonus points. Why? There was no reason for him to be given. I think he touches the ball like thrice, because 3 bonus points is given to a person who played very well. He scored a goal. There was no, I think because they see John Stone is the one who scored the second goal.
Yeah.
So I think they decided to give Haaland these 3 points.
Okay, if I check your team on the on the fantasy kind of a thing, you had Henderson on your team, Trent on your team, Gravens, Cucurella, Luis Diaz, Salah, Roger, Smith Rowe, Madueke, Isak, and Haaland. Man, if I think your points you got it from Luis Diaz. Most guys never had him, so I think that's where you picked up the numbers from. Yeah. And Trent, because he's so expensive, I'm one among the people who cannot have him on the team.
That is highly owned.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But for me and the few others, we have not yet reached to him. And that's the week which he performed better. Still Rogers, most people not yet have him on the team. But if I check those kind of a team, I don't see why. Okay, with how your team is, I don't see why you should do a wildcard or why you should try maybe to remove anybody, because all of them, they are giving you the points.
Yeah, my point is somebody like Joe Pedro has injury.
Okay.
I want to sell somebody like Madueke.
Okay.
Because I want to bring Mbuemo in my team.
Okay.
Because last season Mbuemo did me dirty,
The time when you remove him, that's when he performs better.
He's performing, you know. So I want to bring Mbuemo in my team because he's the main man, and I want to have those players that I know. Even though I'm not expecting the returns each and every time.
Okay.
But the issue that I'm having with Madueke, if he doesn't perform this game, next game he will not start.
Okay.
So I don't want those type of players on my team.
Okay, man. For me, man, for my team it was worst, man, because I had Sales, Robinson, Kilman, Aina. Both of them, Kilman and Aina, 0 points. Salah gave me 12 points, captaining him. Garnacho had him, but 2 points. Smith Rowe had him, gave me 8 points. Palmer had him, gave me 8 points. Vardy, which gave me 2 points. Hala 9 points. And Joao Pedro, he gave me 1 point. And for now, he's red flagged, which I think it's gonna go for it's an ankle injury, man. 6 October, man. It's a long kind of a period. So those are one of the things that made me change my team
to go for a wildcard.
Yeah, to go for the wildcard.
I'm not considering wildcard right now. That's why I told you, because the players that I want in my team, I want Arsenal boys. Okay. That was the reason why I wanted to do a wildcard. But now I'm not going to do a wildcard because I'm not sure if Raya will be there.
Okay.
Because Raya was one of the players that I wanted on my team. Because I knew I'll have to downgrade other players and maybe upgrade some of the players, okay?
Okay.
Because somebody like Noni Madueke, I'll have to remove him and bring Brian Mbuemo. I'll have to remove somebody like Isaac on my team.
Okay.
And bring somebody like Chris Wood or Welbeck. From that money, it will be easy because I will get maybe an extra 2 million. I'll be able to reinvest it back in the midfield.
Okay.
Or maybe to give it to Raya. Because I still have something like 0.8 on my bench, on my reserve. So I still have money to buy players.
Okay, man. So I check the team which are having fun with it with some of my friends.
Yeah.
They're saying for game week 6, I think Flakens are the goalkeeper. It's a good option for them to go. Alexander Trent, because of the last 2 weeks, we have seen Trent where Trent was. Gabriel Mangales also, he's being part of the team of many guys. Consangoyo last week, you put him on the bench, 9 points, man.
I felt very bad because since the game week 1, and I told you we have to trust the team that we selected on the first time.
Okay, the other person is Keane on the defense, and Diane and Crixie from the other team. Saka, Diaz, Mbuemo, Semenyo, and Rogers, man. For me, I think Saka, Diaz, Mbuemo, those 3 confirmed.
Yeah.
Semenyo, if he gets a bad team which are not yet there, I think is a good option to go with also.
And also his price, I think, is better. You can just keep him there.
Yeah, he's still there, man.
Yeah.
Rogers, man, we have seen last week he gave you 10 points, and Watkins has started now to score.
Sure, definitely.
So we know we'll get the assist threat from him.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, man. The other person is Haaland. I don't know why he goes for Haaland, and Havertz still, I don't know.
For me, still, I cannot trust Havertz on my team.
Yeah.
I cannot put him right now.
Okay.
Even though he's keeping the assist or score, but I don't expect 2-3 goals from Havertz,
Okay.
I'm expecting maybe an assist or a goal, and it's so much expensive. That money, I can decide maybe to add a little bit, 1 million, and maybe I'll be having somebody like Watkins on my team.
This weekend, early kickoff, Newcastle against Man City, Arsenal against Leicester, Brentford against West Ham, Chelsea against Brighton, Everton against Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest against Fulham, Wolves against Wolves, Ipswich against
Wolves against Wolves?
Wolves against Liverpool,
Oh.
Ipswich against Aston Villa, Manchester United playing against Spurs, and Bournemouth against Southampton. I think which is the best team to watch this week, man, when you check the fixture?
I think it's very tricky, but you're expecting a game Man City against Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
And we know last time how Newcastle played against Man City. They won?
Yeah, the last game won. Was it a draw? I'm not sure. I think
it was a draw.
A draw.
Yeah. So I'm expecting them to give a go in that game, and it will be a early kickoff. They never disappoint.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have to watch that one.
Man, I think Chelsea against Brighton is another best team to watch on the weekend. I think that will be a good team, a good game.
Yeah, and if Chelsea beat Brighton on that game, I think they will be cementing their position as title challengers, because I'm expecting them to do well.
Okay.
Because with the type of squad they're having, the bench is very good. Like everybody can start any game, and you don't worry about it.
Okay.
Apart from those guys, like I think Veiga, who we don't know at all, but the other players, I think they are quite okay. I think is a good match to see.
Okay.
I want to see how they will perform.
I think the other game where I think it will be a good game. Wolves, man, I don't know what's happening with them.
Why?
They're not doing what we saw them doing last season.
I think
they're conceding goals, useless goals. I can say, sorry to say, it's some are useless goals, man, and they are called for goals. I've seen it twice. I don't know them playing against Liverpool and them playing at home. I expect them to maybe give us what Wolves used to be, and we know when they're playing at home, Wolves is another thing, man. So I think also that will be a very good game. Ipswich against Aston Villa, man. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. But I think
what? Aston Villa will win that game. What we say, maybe Ipswich will score, but Aston Villa definitely they will win the game. Aston Villa are a very good team. It's only that they had a very small something that happened to them.
Okay.
They were not clicking that much enough. But right now, I think Aston Villa they have maybe regained their mojo. And
Manchester United, I don't know them. I think after being beaten on the weekend, I think them playing against Spurs, it's a very good game to watch on Sunday also.
Yeah. Manchester United against Spurs.
Yeah. On Sunday.
You are playing against Spurs.
Yep.
Majab. So you will suffer, by the way.
Playing at home.
Because you had a very easy games. You didn't manage to score or to win that game.
Okay.
Then you are going to play against Spurs, which right now we see they have regained their form that they had last season.
Yeah.
So I think it will be a very tough for you. And in case maybe you lose that game, Ten Hag will be in a very tight position.
It's a good game. It will be a good game.
Yeah, it's a game to
the
watch.
team will try to win.
Yeah.
And Spurs, we know Spurs. They will try their best to do everything to make Manchester suffer, you know.
Yeah.
And then for wind off, man, I think Bournemouth against Aston Villa I expect Ramsdale to be beaten again. So it's it's fine, man. It's fine, man.
He went to our arch nemesis, you know.
Okay.
Southampton has been our arch nemesis. They have made us lost title twice. So I don't like that team, by the way. But I was very happy for Ramsdale to find a team whereby he'll be number one. And he will show us what he has to do. He can be a very good goalkeeper, but if the defenders are not there, nothing will happen. He'll just concede those goals like nobody's business.
Okay, man. After I'm checking the fixture thing, Liverpool against Wolves. I was thinking to captain Salah, but because last week it was not this week. So I think Wolves against Liverpool. If I'm not going with Haaland yet, I think I'm gonna risk it to play Diaz or play Salah. But I don't expect Diaz to score 2 goals. So I think it's either Salah or Haaland.
First of all, I think Diaz will play because he was not involved in the games yesterday.
Yeah, but
so I am very confident that he will start in the league. Yeah, sometimes we go for that differential. I know it messes me up last time round, but it's not wild for you to go for Diaz as a differential captain.
Okay, for me, I've said it's either Salah or Haaland, but still I've not yet confirmed. But I think that's the only option I'm gonna do for this week. For you, what's your captain for the week?
Still have not decided, but this game against Newcastle is really challenging, you know. I'm thinking to captain maybe Liverpool player, but I've not decided because last time, you see Fabian Schär, the defense of Newcastle now, they are very porous.
Okay.
Because I can see Fabian Schär is coming you will score, but you will be considered. And if you are coming to talk about captaincy and you know this is Haaland, the absence also of Rodri still...
Yeah, that's what gives me my doubt.
Yes.
That's the doubt. Haaland and KDB is not there. I have the doubts of how many balls will reach to Haaland. That's the problem.
KDB will also not be involved.
I don't think so. Still.
Now it will be very difficult because now they will introduce somebody
like
Grealish, Kovacic in that midfield.
Okay.
And maybe instead of Walker, they'll put maybe like Rico Lewis. Now it makes it to become difficult. So you don't know who to select because you see after Rodri came off of that team, there was no ball which was coming to Haaland.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. So
Barnes is on form, man. For the last 2 game weeks, he's been delivering.
So I'm not sure. Still, I have to check it. But if I don't have stress, I have to give it to Liverpool. The problem is that I have Diaz and I have Salah.
Okay.
But I still go with Salah. I think Salah is somebody that you can rely on each and every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last week he never delivered, so I think this week is a very weak.
He gave us 6.
I expected him to score.
Yeah,
not
expecting a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He never delivered to me, but I think he will, because we know Salah. He's just that guy, man.
He cannot go maybe twice without maybe scoring.
Okay, man.
And even if he doesn't score, he assists and stuff like that. So he's the main man when it comes to those goals and assists.
Yeah, man. So it's been nice, man. Those guys who are giving the comments on the YouTube, man. Big thumbs up, big thumbs up. Always like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend, man. It's nice, man. Don't forget to subscribe, man. Adios.